How comes Anissa Bell Rose and Atta I press? The people are there in my group. Sharon, everybody will watch Parliamentary TV with in my group. How comes none of you never link me one away and say, yo, Bolo, you know, you what go on? My mother never watched it last night. Me know so my mother would have tell me. But none of you link me. Can't believe.
Tonight, we are going to witness the most anticipated match in the history of professional wrestling for the heavyweight championship of the world. Are you ready? Wrestling fans, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from the capital city of the United States of America, Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know, say it's sweet when you react to a content creator react to some news. Hey! Trust me, if you don't miss this, you're not going to enjoy this. Even if you don't watch this before, you're still not going to enjoy this. Don't listen to this. Let us listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. We go Parliamentary TV. Make sure so to subscribe. Oh God, no, laugh before we even start the show. I'm sorry. No, sir.
That is funny.
Oh
honey.
my God, this is so funny. Oh my God. Let's go. All right, get it together, man.
Oh my God, that is funny.
Get it together. Let's go.
It's very important. It's positioning, you know. You must be able to articulate the positioning for the economy in Jamaica. And when the journalists them would have back Favor right and back side left, can you imagine how Favor would have you know the government only not see her in the parliament today. We want Favor to debate Julian. We want Favor. We don't want Arbin Hill and Favor. We want Favor alone to the Jamaica. Can we imagine of only see how them deal with her in the parliament today?
Oh, hey, if you don't want Favor for debate Julian, only put the fire emoji in our chat. In the next upcoming budget debate, if you guys want Favor Williams to go one-on-one with Julian Robbins, right? Put the flame emojis in the chat right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Why? What a bangarang.
Ball out. Whoa, we need help, Jesus.
Listen to me now, man. If you believe say Favor Williams, what the labor right them there? Labor rights. If you believe say Favor Williams is competent enough, sturdy enough to stand up and debate Julian Robinson, right? The shadow minister of the ministry of finance. I want to no talk up things. Let's continue.
Today was her first day in front of the Standing Finance Committee. And I want the producer I work the language with me now. Today was her first day in the Standing Finance Committee. Today was her first day in the Standing Finance Committee. You know what to say what we're going with her, don't it? Look here. Look how she go.
Okay, Madam Chair, allow me to just go back up a bit and introduce the team. I did introduce our Financial Secretary, but Financial Secretary, if you want to say who's here? You're okay. All right, okay. as we go along, you will know who the members are. So for
Minister, we're not hearing you very well. I think you're introducing your state minister and at least the FS.
I did already.
And the rest of the team, but the opposition was indicating they're not quite hearing you on the mic. I was thinking we can tilt the mic up a bit. Towards her, yes. Go again, Minister.
All right.
You want me to start? You do not have to start over.
You want me to start again? Okay. All right.
Hold on then. Last week, that lady this up Faithful Williams when she talked to Mark Golding. So how come she talked to her so nice this week? It come like Juliet Holness have split personality, you know. Like a joker, you know. But that's a say still. Let's continue.
Right, Madam Chair, we will be, as is customary, we will be taking the figures for the Office of the Cabinet and Departments. All right, Madam Chair, I'm told that we are going to begin with the Ministry of Finance, and then we will move on to the other entities for which I have to report this morning.
Madam Chair, in keeping with the traditions, the Minister would perhaps want to invite the opposition spokesman on finance to offer a comment if he so desires.
I would just go straight into questions. So if you're ready for questions, I'll start with my questions. Ready for questions now?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
You know, say. Poor Faithful.
Normally, when the minister makes an opening statement, the chairman is, the House leader is saying that traditionally you'd be allowed to make a response. If not, then Minister, you would go ahead and present, and then you would field questions.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For the Ministry of Finance, which starts on page 20,000-1 and includes the Accountant General's Department.
Do you really want to stick with the same old insurer? Taxes.
Out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus! Out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus! Jamaica need help! Shift the parliament! Shift the election! Shift everything! Remove them out there! Take out the cockroach! Take out the thief! Take out the criminal them! Take out the thief them! Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland.
Who sits in front of the committee? Never have been done.
Alright, so you see, Faithful at the inception, you know, what cause all of this, you know. You understand? So, you see Faithful, boy, rough. Fitz Jackson get mad, and then, alright, so Juliet Holness style Fitz Jackson, and you don't want to see how Andre deal with Juliet Holness. No, sir.
If by the Minister of Finance is not going to be here for the rest of the day, and given that there are specific plans, as is indicated just now, that before this committee rise, a list of the scope of work to be provided, and those two post offices mentioned be provided to us before we rise.
Respectfully, a member, that has never been done to any minister who sits in front of the committee. Never have been done. That is inappropriate. No, it is. It is inappropriate. It has never been done. The minister, yes, has to be able to give you responses that take you down to an element of detail. However, the scope of work for jobs normally would never come to this parliament for presentation in any committee. And if you would like to have that information, respectfully, Minister, it needs to be requested from the ministry directly, not necessarily from the Minister of Finance, even though the Minister of Finance speaks globally on all budget matters. That level of nitty-gritty is unfair and unreasonable to come here and do that to the Minister.
Madam Chair,
I have spoken.
No, and I can't respond to you, Madam Chair. I wish to respond to
You
you.
can go ahead.
Yes.
You can go ahead, member.
I disagree with you that this has never happened. I'm not asking the minister. No, if you allow me, Madam Chair.
Minister, what you would be required to do in respect of this head is to provide details as to the list of post offices or postal agencies and what is the budget for repairs or renovation, and that would be sufficient information for this session. If the member would like to know how much is to be spent on painting, the AC, and how much is going to be spent on cleaning the tiles, the member would need to get that information outside of this committee session.
If I respond to you, Madam Chair.
Next member. Next member.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Next member.
You made a comment that I wish to respond.
Next member.
That opportunity.
Member Jackson, this is not the space.
I merely asked to respond for a statement you made. Even that courtesy should be extended.
I extended the courtesy already, and you went into, you don't agree, and you're allowed not to agree. Next member.
So you're not going to allow me to ask my question of
Next
you, the chair?
member.
Are you not going to allow me to ask my question of you, the chair?
Sure. I'm not sure what your intention is here, Member Jackson.
Jamaica, did you see and observe? Did you witness this level of skullduggery, disrespect and bullying by size 13? She is rude and disrespectful. She is crude, Jamaica. And when I tell you, you must get rid of them. Imagine.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Yo, Mr. Andre Stevenson get mad. Jamaica, you see the type of rude and skullduggery and disrespect. No, but seriously, ladies and gentlemen, can we all agree that Juliet Holness is out of line? Juliet Holness is out of line. I have observed this lady on several occasions in the House of Parliament. She talk to grown people like them a dog. She talk to them like she own them or something like them, or some subservient slave where clean her house and clean her front yard and clean out the dog pen. I said she talk. What can go so?
What can go so?
TikTok, what can go so? No, so?
What can go so?
It's not nice. Ryan Campbell walk one. Carol Gill on the live on the YouTube. Big up on yourself. People, make sure so you hit the like button, Zane. And I don't know TikTok, I don't know what to do already. Let's continue.
Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me go to Portland. Why me travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
I'm traveling to East Rural tonight to take out. You know, Jamaica, there's something called socialization. And your socialization determines how you've been brought up in life. And the way how she is Jamaica, even if you're a speaker and you have to make a decision, that is not the way in which you rule. The member said he wants to make a point. Give the member the chance to make the point. How rude and crude of you, Juliet Landell Holness. How rude and crude of you, Juliet Landell Holness, becomes the next. Now you're rude and disrespectful. Fix Jackson should walk out. Fix Jackson should walk out. But you don't see the next part. She must be able to bully Favour. You remember how she deal with Favour about 2 weeks ago in the parliament? She must be able to bully Favour, but nobody should be able to question Favour. Me go say it again, you know. She, Jamaica, was able to disrespect Favour. 2 weeks, you remember what day when Favour was answering to a question when Mark Golding asked her, and she turned around to Favour and talk about your mic now work. Your behavior is very disrespectful and it is unacceptable. So you must be able to deal with Favour in a certain way. And when respect is being shown to Favour, asking the question to suppress Favour, Jamaica, I want to ask you a question. More ask you a question tonight. More ask you a question tonight, Jamaica. If your taxpayers' money is being spent in this country, don't you want to know how it is being spent? I'm going to ask again. If your tax dollars is being spent in this country, don't you believe that the Minister of Finance, don't you believe that the State Minister in Finance should be able to tell you how the monies are to be spent? So if you are going to be asking about the AC and the wall and the paint, don't the Finance Minister should be able to go to page 30 that and tell you how much money is allocated and what is the purpose of that money? So when you know we must call her, you know, me not even gonna call her Jezebel, you know, but she walk with a Jezebel spirit. I'm not calling her Jezebel, but she do walk with a Jezebel.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
With such disorder. In Jamaica, I never said she's Jezebel, but she walking with a Jezebel spirit.
What can go so?
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Help, we need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button. So ladies and gentlemen, Andre said, him now call Juliet Holness Jezebel, but she is walking, acting, moving. She's operating with a Jezebel spirit. Oh my Lord! No, sir.
We need help, Jesus.
He said, hey, Juliet Holness get Andre mad. Me say me never see Andre go on so yet. Me a talk about, yo, I know I felt. I was upset because I did a reaction to this already, you know. And I posted it last night. I did a reaction on my YouTube channel of Juliet Holness and how she dealt with Mr. Jackson. And I, even at the end, I was like, so wait a minute. She's not going to apologize? I was confused. I was like, so after Mr. Jackson explained to her what happened, she's not going to apologize? Because she assumed he was talking about something else, you know, and attacked him on what she assumed he was talking about. Never wanted to give him the chance of actually explaining what he was talking about. And then when was pressured by the, I would say, the elders, you know, elder statesmen and women in the parliament from both sides, that's the time when she, because here she said next member, next member, next member. If it was up to her alone, she would have not even given the man a chance to speak. And this is the type of bullying and arrogance and disrespect that the Speaker of the House is working with. And she is the Prime Minister's wife. And they have majority of the House. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to admit we are living in very, very dangerous times when these are the type of people in leadership. Aren't they supposed to be the example for us? The people that are quote unquote what? Poor, or we are the ones that are, you know what I'm saying? We're not up there in the echelons of status in society. Aren't they the ones that are supposed to move and be an example as leadership for us the people? But my God, man, Juliet Holness has done it again. And I listen, if I don't see her come out and publicly apologize to Mr. Jackson, then you already know what time it is. And most women, and I'm sorry ladies, I am going to say it, most women is like apologizing is like kryptonite. They're never wrong. They are never wrong. A man should just take it. They're never wrong. You understand? And it's a very, very weak trait to have. It shows a character. When you are wrong and you cannot, nobody needs to tell you you need to apologize. You should apologize because you're wrong. But let's continue.
Jamaica, she walking with a Jezebel. I never call her Jezebel, but she walking. The spirit that walks and transcends with her is a spirit of Jezebel that walks to deal with chaos and disrespect to people. It's only a Jezebel spirit operate like her. Only a spirit of Jezebel. Jamaica, I never say she's Jezebel, but she walk with a spirit of Jezebel.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
That she walk with a spirit of Jezebel. Rude and out of order.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, who agree with Andre? People on TikTok who agree with Andre? People on YouTube who agree with Andre? Have we not seen this before from this lady? She did Favour Williams that she did. And she actually turned off his mic too, you know. If you watch the whole proceedings, Mr. Jackson was trying to speak and explain where he was coming from. But because she was so arrogant, ignorant, and disrespectful, she did not allow him the opportunity to do so. Because if she had, she would not have said the things that she said. She wouldn't have. Judith says she agree. TikTok, what I want to say? Let's continue. Let's continue.
Rude and disrespectful. Damn rude and disrespectful. And it's time Jamaica cut you and your husband down. It's time Jamaica cut you. First concubine. Yes, first concubine. It's time Jamaica cut you down.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Because you pass your bird nest now. You pass your bird's nest in this country. You pass your bird's nest and don't know when to stop. Damn face your rank and out order. You piss you know, you look like you piss yourself.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus!
Yo, so y'all tell me say Andre said it look like she a what? Piss herself. When me tell him say Andre people, Andre went off.
I make her cut you down because you pass your bird nest now. You pass your bird's nest in this country. You pass your bird's nest and don't know when to stop. Damn face your rank and out order. You piss you know, you look like you piss yourself.
Hey, Andre say, hey. Listen to me, Andre growing in granny. There is no way. Andre say, yo, you look like you piss yourself. Juliet. Whoa, we need help, Jesus. Juliet, me not lie. Hey, me never deal with this so bad for my reaction. But I pointed out the disrespect. I sure did. Yep, I sure did. I pointed out the character flaw. But my goodness, Andre said, yeah, piss yourself, lady. Jesus, let me hear him say so. Never
in our parliament has our parliament descended to this kind of bullyism and disrespectful conduct. You're out of order, Juliet. Because you get on with how you dealt with the former Speaker of the House. Because you deal with Favour how you deal with. And you deal with everybody. You think, no, the Parliament needs to stand up. Stand up to your damn bullyism and disrespect.
Help.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need it. Juliet is a liberator, Jamaica.
Today, I rise in absolute and unrelenting opposition to this bill.
I will say this again, Jamaica. We must put an end to this tyrannical and dictatorial style of this Holness clan. When is not her husband decide for disrespect way, she come in at the parliament, come rule, and then she thinks she can do it in a one particular way. When has our country become like this? When a man and a woman, when them not rule a parish, them a rule a country. When them not rule a parish, them choose to rule a country. You are rude. You are very rude. You are very disrespectful. The people of South St. Catherine has sent their member of parliament to question about their resources being spent. It's taxpayers' resources. It's not Juliet Holness and Andrew Holness. It's not Andrew Michael Holness and Juliet Landell Holness. Property and services. It is the people of Jamaica services. We the taxpayers, and almost 3 million of us, must know how the dollars are spent in this country. You're damn rude and feisty. And if this is not a reason for Jamaica to stand up against this tyrannical rule, just imagine if they get another third term in this country. Just imagine.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help.
Not even the skettle them. A backroad behave like how you behaved. They're disrespectful, and you can't know who is the man in the house, you know. Yeah.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
No, sir. Andre say you can't know who is the man of the house. Oh, he went there, ladies and gentlemen. He went there. Remember, based off the storyline, you know, Andre used to be amongst them, you know. Andre used to be with them. So, you know that go. When fisherman go see and tell you how he see look, or how he see feel, you have to believe him. Not true? Yeah, big up Talking My TV. I me get that one there from. Talking My TV say when your granny used to say, or grandpa used to say, when fisherman go see and tell you how to see stay, you have to believe the fisherman. Ladies and gentlemen, Andre Stevenson is well documented. It was never denied. It was corroborated that he was amongst them. So when he says things like this,
you need help.
You know,
not even the skettle them.
Hey.
A backroad behave like how you behave.
The man said not even skettle them a backroad behave like how she behave. No, sir.
Embarrassing.
No.
We need some milk.
No. Come on, bro. Bro. Hey, when I skettle them from back road, call me right now. Me need to corroborate this. Me need to find out how this skettle, because I don't know no skettle a back road, you know. Me now go tell you say me never been to Portmore, but I don't know no skettle a back road. Alright? So me would have want when I skettle then call me right now. The number is 1876 451 6535. Call me on WhatsApp. And talk to me about Juliet Holness behavior. Because according to Andre, hey my guy. According to Andre, that it is getting them to behave like a Juliet Holness. Me would have loved to hear Juliet Holness response to this. You don't hear Juliet Holness in the public a lot, you know. You know, here we know, you know, like no public statements. I've never heard it. I think it's only our husband alone you really hear talk a lot. He's the front and center, you know. But boy, when she do gets a time to speak, it look like she dark for true. I think I hear Andre mention something about, who remember the incident when them claimed to say there was a bomb threat. I guess Juliet Holness was the bomb. You know what I mean? I guess she was the bomb, ladies and gentlemen. Who remember when the Prime Minister, there was a report that there was a bomb threat up at the big house with the whole heap of stone them, where them say value much money and him can't really explain all that. And that house there really make people start looking at him like, wait a minute, oh you afford this? You know what I say? So yeah, remember the bomb threat though? Yeah, the bomb threat, so I don't know. I wonder, I look like a Juliet the bomb, a Juliet Holness the bomb. And she's the bomb. Hey, you can't about that. No, sir. You're so nice. Hey. Some more that bugger.
That is funny, honey.
No, I don't play the man, so the can't be say Andre said that all of it.
Oh my God, that is
Not
funny.
even skettle them. About what behave like how you behave.
Not even skettle them, dog.
They're disrespectful, and you can't know who was the man in the house, you know.
The man says she disrespectful and you can't know who the man at the house. Shots fired.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
No, sir.
You don't know who's the man in the yard, Jamaica. You don't say who's the man in the yard. It's not her husband or the man in the yard, you know. Because if she did even have some finesse, even if she did have a little decorum and diplomacy, you could have said, boy, she don't have no touchliness, she don't have no way. Jamaica, think about it.
Yo, Juliet Holness literally had Andre so angry that he had a loss for words. That's how you know he's really angry. The man said she don't have a little touch, she don't have a little, she don't have a, him can't find the word them because he's so angry. There's so much thoughts going in his mind, some of them mostly disrespectful, and he's trying to choose which one to use. I'm just saying, that's what I'm reading from watching this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we can't believe nobody that tell me say this go on. Hey, me vex. Hey, out of I press. No, out of I press. Hold on. I wonder if out of I press didn't know about this. Because I don't think I see out of the press do a video upon this, you know, from morning, you know. It come like that one a sweep on everybody rub. Somebody say JLP, them fully dance. What's up?
Who you look like is the man in the yard? No decency, no courtesy, no little finish. You not have no little lady-like manner. Her attitude alone. Imagine when her husband wants to put her under subjection. Imagine when her husband wants to put her under subjection. Now you understand why the police did reach. Hey, you know it makes sense. You remember somebody called over here and said there is a reason why the police did reach up at the yard when the 28 account read out had.
Ball out! Whoa, we need help, Jesus.
No, Jamaica, you remember when the person called and said, teacher, there is a reason why the police did have to go up at the yard. Now you see it play out in front of the yard, you know. Now you see Jamaica, it play out in front of the eyes. Can you imagine the level of skullduggery that is happening up that house? That is now playing out in the nation's parliament? Jamaica, I know she beat him, you know. But the way under this position she go on in the parliament. Can you imagine what she do in the house? If she behaves so in the parliament, Jamaica. Jamaica. If she behaves so in the parliament, Jamaica. Lord God.
Ball out! Whoa, we need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election.
Yo. Juliet Holness, the Speaker of the House. Somebody say it burn me. Sexy D say yes, it burn you. Well, I have to say, those level of disrespect coming from people that's supposed to be our leaders, that is disturbing. I wouldn't tolerate it personally. It would not have happened. I can tell you that right now. It would not have happened. Alright, and even if it did happen, I would have checked that right there and then. Right there, so. Would have checked that. You're mad? You're crazy. On international platform, I come disrespect. You're crazy, man. Mad, you're mad. Would have put you in your place, man. You remember good. Can't stay there. May I make sure it is put on record that there is a bottle. You understand? Yeah, you want Tegerek. back at door, back bush smarty when I have not about them not come from no good family. When me done with you on the international platform, who you, man? You can't do the people, so. You have a sure respect to get respect. You know, understand? That's how it goes. That's how it goes. You know what I'm saying?
What can go so? It should be no. I think Jamaica need to producer. I want it sinking tonight, and I done the show till 11 o'clock. Producer, bear with me. I think Jamaica.
Okay. You said she was asking if Andre is your man. Who was asking that? You see, I realize, and I'm on TikTok, guys, and I'm on YouTube. You know, I realize that the women, a lot of the women have, well, the lower tier women, the women that have little bit about them, nothing really, you know, no good character. Yeah, I noticed that the lower tier women, because you have women of different tiers, you know. It all depends on how they conduct themselves. You understand? So, you have lower tier women that the first thing they do and say when they want to disrespect a man is say some gay stuff. The speakers of truth don't have to be gay. I understand that heterosexuals, a lot of us tend to not tell you women the truth when you're walking around and carrying yourself like you're trash. But yeah, if more of us are going to start telling you that you're trash, just don't worry about. There was some music. More of us are going to start telling the ones that are trash that they're trash. This is not for all women, you know, just the ones that carry themselves like trash. And there's a lot of you out there. A lot. You understand? You carry yourself like trash. It is what it is. You understand? And the stuff that comes out of your mouth is also trash. Because I agree with Andre Stevenson that the clear obvious that Juliet Holness was being disrespectful to Mr. Jackson. She didn't carry herself like a first lady. She didn't carry herself like the Speaker of the House. And she didn't only disrespect him, she also disrespected Favour Williams. And we spoke about it. So it's not a JLP PMP thing. She is a bully. She is disrespectful. We have pointed it out several times. She even cut off the man's microphone. For what? Next. No, you can't love them all you want, you know. Some people love the devil too. So, hey, it is what it is. Somebody on TikTok said, we love Andrew and Juliet Holness. You can't love the devil too. You can't love who you want. Love the devil. Go ahead. Hey, God gonna have something to say about it though. Trust and believe. And the prophets have spoken. Man, listen. 2025, boy. Woo! Man, y'all better be on the right side of the track. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here with God, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worshiping no person that call himself Bro God. No, we're not doing that. And she is Mrs. Bro God according to Andrew Holness. So you guys are worshiping people. Y'all are worshiping idols. Well, God got something to say about that. It's not gonna be pretty. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
The team bear with me tonight. Play back what she do. Play back what she do. Play back what she do. I want it sink into Jamaica tonight. I want it to sink into Jamaica tonight. Play what she do when Fix Jackson ask the question. Then. Play it back.
That and
Hey, hold on. Me notice over TikTok our all like liberate cappers then there. So this person I go say, what your name? And look on the name where you call yourself. And you a cap and I tell lie. This person I go say, the man never call himself Bro God. Ladies and gentlemen, that has to be a lie. And let me tell you why. Because I have a clip of Andrew Holness at conference. I think it was 9 years ago or 2 terms ago. and he called his wife the Honorable Mrs. Brogard. On the hear what I say a while ago? Him call him wife the Honorable Mrs. Brogard. That is on record. So you want to tell me, say, Andrew Holness are calling wife Mrs. Brogard and don't call himself Brogard? He did not accept it. If somebody walk around and call you a B-man, say you're a fish, you're going to tell him you're not a fish if you're not a fish, right? In most cases. If it continues and everybody is walking around calling you a fish, everybody are going to think you're a fish, no? So the people in call Andrew Holness Brogard, and he accepted it, ran with it, and you're saying because you never hear him say it out of his mouth, that means him never say it, and also you're saying he never took on the persona of a Brogard. Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. I am almost certain Andrew Holness called himself Brogard already. He is that arrogant. He is that arrogant of an individual to do that. He's so full of himself. His wife said he was full of himself in an interview that she disclosed that she wanted her wedding to be a fish fry. We have the facts. We have the facts. It's all over my platform. You can go and watch it. So what are you talking about? No, some of them pass this. Remember go down to the part to share disrespect Mr. Fitzjackson. Because I don't want to play this already. Right, that's all. Alright.
It's in front of the committee. Never have been done. That is inappropriate. It is inappropriate. It has never been done. The minister, yes, has to be able to give you responses that take you down to an element of detail. However, the scope of work for jobs normally would never come to this parliament for presentation in any committee. And if you would like to have that information, respectfully, Minister, it needs to be requested from the ministry directly, not necessarily from the Minister of Finance, even though the Minister of Finance speaks globally on all budget matters. That level of nitty-gritty is unfair and unreasonable to come here and do that to the Minister.
Madam Chair.
I have spoken.
No, and I can't respond to you, Madam Chair. I wish to respond to you.
You can go ahead. Yes. You can go ahead, member.
I disagree with you that this has never happened. I'm not asking the minister. No, if you allow me, you allow me, Madam Chair.
Minister, what you would be required to do in respect of this head is to provide details as to the list of post offices or postal agencies and what is the budget for repairs or renovation, and that would be sufficient information for this session. If the member would like to know how much is to be spent on painting the AC and how much is going to be spent on cleaning the tiles, the member would need to get that information outside of this committee session.
If I respond to you, Madam Chair.
Next member. Next member.
Madam Chair, what is this we have here?
Next member. Next member.
You made a comment and I wish to respond.
Next member.
That opportunity.
Member Jackson, this is not the space.
I merely asked to respond to a statement you made. Even that courtesy should be extended.
I extended the courtesy already, and you went into, you don't agree, and you're allowed not to agree. Next member.
So you're not going to allow me to ask my question of
next
you, the chair?
Member.
Are you not going to allow me to ask my question of you, the chair?
Sure. I'm not sure what your intention is here, Member Jackson.
Even the labor writer tell her say it's inappropriate, you know. You know, your advance let I tell her say it's inappropriate the way in which she's dealing with the man. Yeah, yes, so she sit down. Next member. It's like she said, me done make my pint already, you know. That's why she used to stand up her Andrew, you know, Jamaica. When I was around her, you know, I think I need to talk.
What can go so?
Jamaica, I remember when our man, our husband used to say, no, Juliet, that can't do, you know. It's like she just move one just say, I'm sorry to go, you know. And she would have just say, Andre, go and get that. You know, like you ignore your man. Those were the things she do. And what I saw today is how she treat her husband. Tell me if it's like me to tell Juliet, because everybody in the Labour Party know. When your husband give an instruction, you do the total opposite.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot. Oh my God. We said the EEOC case has been dismissed. Shout out to my girl, my lady, the beautiful Miss Akimi. What's going on, Miss Akimi? Hey, Miss Akimi, drop your link in the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be abreast with what's going on politically in the United States of America, the issues that, you know, she covers a lot of issues that are connected to us here in Jamaica, like the egg crisis. She really went in on the egg crisis. Y'all really need to go check out Miss Akimi. So drop your link in the chat, Miss Akimi. I just gave you a mod stick so you can do it. Wait a minute. No, I just did. I just gave you a mod stick. What the hell? What the hell going on, man? What is this? Anyway, Juliet save it. I'm my bad. Juliet Holness is out of line, ladies and gentlemen, in this case. And she has been out of line for a very, very long time in many instances. And it's not just a PNP she do it to. She has done it to Favour Williams. It's a her problem. She has a what you call that complex. She has this complex where she just dark and ignorant. She just is, you know, it tells a lot of how you communicate with people. She's not really confident within herself. You know what I mean? And Andre went as far as to talk about their relationship between Andrew Holness and her, because he lived there. I don't know, I was never there, but according to him, this is how she dealt with Andrew Holness. Somebody said market gal, not my word, I'm just saying. You understand? Because I don't really like to get personal like that. You know what I mean? And I don't want to just disrespect people. That is not my forte. However, I will tell you my mind when I see you are being disrespectful. You understand? Yeah, I usually will match energy. But this is a bad look because this happened on the international stage. The world is watching, you know. The world is watching. And, you know, man, this is sad, bro. This is sad. This is bad. You know, and, man, Andre, man, damn, Andre. Andre really went there, though. Andre really, I gotta play that back. Damn, Andre. Andre really went there.
Jamaica, I remember when our man, our husband used to say, no, Juliet, that can't do, you know. It's like she just move one, just say, I'm sorry to go, you know. And she would have just said, Andre, go and get that. You know, like you ignore your man. Those were the things she do. And what I saw today is how she treat her husband. Tell me if it's like me to tell Juliet, because everybody in the Labour Party know. When your husband give an instruction, you do the total opposite. Dysfunctional families care dysfunctional people. And what you see there tonight, Jamaica, what you see there tonight, she is the epitome of the man and the man is the epitome of the woman. Only get it? Only get it? That is the same way how she treat her husband and yard.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election.
Man, listen. I'm talking about, jeez. When I tell, if this cat don't go sit down somewhere outside this veranda, move. Move. I don't like cats, man. Anyway. Yeah, but anyway. Oh, man. Andre really went there, ladies and gentlemen. Andre Stevens really went there. Sheesh. And he has, like I said, he used to live with them. He used to, as far as I hear, allegedly, he used to taste their food before they ate it. He was the right-hand man. He was at the house. Allegedly. Lived with the Prime Minister and his wife. You know what I'm saying? So for him to say that about her, that a superior complex. Thank you so much, Tricia Robinson. That's exactly what she got. A superior complex. Yeah, this is why they don't want the masses to be educated. You're absolutely right. Somebody say, because I'm man on a love. Yo, that is funny. Oh, man. Oh, alright, so let's challenge that. I'm glad somebody said that on TikTok. So, you're saying the PMP, them people who support PMP are sodomite. PMP, people who support PMP no love man. So, let me educate the two of you and ask you a question. Do you know what the Samoa Agreement is? Do you know who signed the Samoa Agreement? Your government. December 14, 2023. Do you know which individual said not in my cabinet? Bruce Golding. Do you know which individual said on a British podcast called Morning British? Andrew Holness said, when it comes to homosexuality, Jamaica is evolving. And the churches don't have a direct stance on that evolve situation. And if you don't think I lie, I tell you I'm going to play the audio. Because of the amount of order. Your government is the one that is pushing the LGBTQ community on our children in Jamaica. And that's facts. They were caught red-handed, and that was in the, I believe, Christopher Tufton's health ministry, and they had to suspend the online program. Let me drop some facts on you, baby. One of them we just said that a while ago. I wanted to run. Don't run. Wanna listen to this? Come over here, so. Since I was going to talk about homosexuality, let us educate you, man. Let me educate you. Because I don't think you buck up on one, you buck up in the right one. I are the one. Let me show you what's going on. You know what other? Let me play this audio right here. For you on TikTok. Take the amount out about PMP no love woman. Love woman like you see my mother. First love of a woman that. Anyway, let me go to this. Let me find the interview with Andrew Holness in at the Morning British show, where he said that, oh, here it is, because I have it in my evidence on my playlist, on my YouTube. It's part of my evidence. Alright? So I'm going to play it for you and the audience here on YouTube for them to hear. I won't show the visual because Good Morning British is, they're very touchy. They like to, grab your content. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's hear this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear this.
The Cabinet Office Minister, David Lidington, had said that there is no evidence that people have been deported. But I wonder, and the Home Office is investigating, obviously, but I wonder if you are also investigating whether people actually have been deported and taken
we
back
can't
to
say.
Jamaica.
We don't have any evidence of that, but we do have cases where there are persons who came to Jamaica, were unable to go back.
How many of those cases do you think
I don't have the definitive numbers here, but we have seen cases come up in the media. If we in Jamaica believe strongly against discrimination. The truth is that our history has been one where we as a people have been discriminated against. So the conversation about tolerance, protecting people's rights, particularly human rights, is one that we take seriously. And Jamaica is evolving. 10 years ago, there would have been a much harder line on the issue of homosexuality, particularly from a religious perspective. Yeah. But I think that over the last 10 years of conversation, the society is openly discussing the issue. And views are changing. The church in Jamaica does not have a unified position. It is evolving. There is discussion in our parliament now regarding the change to a specific piece of
Would you like
legislation.
personally, as the Prime Minister, to see it decriminalised?
What I would like to see is the process being further opened to bring more people into the discussion. It is a very sensitive issue, but my job as a Prime Minister is to ensure that the human rights of every single person within the country is protected and that the constitutional rights are guaranteed.
It's hard not to feel discriminated against if something about your very identity is deemed illegal.
Well, the truth is, and as I've said, not just in Jamaica, but in other countries, there is a process that is taking place. And what I would want the rest of the world to recognize is that there is a legal process that we are going through. And it helps really when we have this kind of conversation and it is done in a way where there's also respect for the process. Remember, it took the UK many years, centuries, to change your laws. And we're going through that process. We are in different stages.
Can you see a point where it will be decriminalised?
My view is that the generations are changing. Their access to information, they're traveling more, they're experiencing more, and they have a stronger view, as I said, about discriminating against people. So I think where we have a commonality is that there should be no discrimination. But I think there should also be a respect for the process that is taking place in Jamaica as a democratic society, as a society that believes in freedom and the protection of human rights.
The message not deliver. The message not deliver. You know what I deliver it? You know how much black are listening? You know how much of them lock on? Half a million make them can put on them pot. If a one preacher make Jamaican dagger can yam food, I'm asked you what. Led by Andre. But when I say Portland, me never call no name. But sure me can, me no call no fool. But me I tell some people, this year 2025, diploma life has been short. Who not dead and lose sleep. God want back Jamaica. One way or another. Jamaica belong to God. Lift your God bless hand in another church. If you don't lift your hand, you're a hypocrite if you don't love me. Right?
So, ladies and gentlemen of the class, I see a lot of them running because the truth is not in them and them can't handle the truth. After I play that audio, crickets, they all ran. Look at them, they ran. I don't see those people that were yapping all along in the comment section on the TikTok so much. The labor right there running from the truth, ladies and gentlemen. But it is what it is, man. Your government is the one that is promoting homosexuality. They're promoting the LGBTQ. They're promoting transgender. And recently, it came out that 1.5 million US dollars was given specifically for that effort by United States to Andrew Holness government. But we're not talking about that right now. But you brought it up. See, I could really entertain the individuals on TikTok. You know what? I'm going to start coming over. It's fun over here. I'm going to find a way to go on TikTok on my computer where all my information is so I can really show you guys what time it is. Trust me. Man, y'all don't want this smoke. Y'all really don't want this smoke. And I'm talking about information. But let's continue.
It's such a...
We'll give it Andrea Sano.
You're allowed to disagree, you know. You are allowed to disagree, but the methodology, the method of disagreement, Jamaica, is suggestive of not just being rude, but very disrespectful.
Yes. Yes, everybody can disagree, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. I totally agree with him on that.
It's very disrespectful, Jamaica. And this level of disrespect, we must condemn it. This level of disrespect and bullyism, we must condemn it. And I'm hoping the media houses tomorrow. I'm hoping the media houses tomorrow. You and I know that Bradley Avenue not going to condemn it.
Bradley Avenue.
You and I know. That
nationwide.
The only person probably tomorrow that condemn it is Dean Jackson Miller.
See, this is the reason why Mark Golding said what he said, and people got upset, but he's not wrong. Until the media show otherwise, they are compromised. The majority of the media is compromised. Look at the party that Mark Golding had. And Mark Golding invited all the media pundits to the party. And look at the party that Andrew Holness had. And everybody in the media was there. Well, you know what I mean. Most of them, 90% of them was there. All you have to do is look at the pictures and you see Andre showed some of the pictures on his platform. Right? And he also told us what website to go to actually see the rest of the pictures. Everybody was there. So all of these people that think that they're at the top of the food chain in Jamaica, they're literally rubbing shoulders with the JLP and Andrew Holness. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They want to be a part of. But you see in that group of oligarchs and people that have, you know, serious levels of wealth, trust me, you are not, they don't see you as their equal. Trust me. So y'all trying to kiss up to them, do your job as a media person. Dig into the information and stop trying to make friends with these politicians.
The only person that potentially will condemn it tomorrow is Dean Jackson Miller. I hope that Maverick call her out on this, you know.
Hey, wait a minute. He called out the Maverick. I wonder if Oral Tracy did that video. Let me go check. Did Oral Tracy do a video condemning Juliet Holness? If he did not, I'm going to be looking at Oral Tracy real differently. I'm sorry and I apologize, bro. This is something that, the way how Oral Tracy talk about the women that violate, you know what I'm saying? I heard him talk about the women in one of them, and I agree with him. I agree with him in terms of the jacket thing. When he was talking about the jacket thing, yeah, I agree with him. The jacket thing in Jamaica is ridiculous. The statistics show that the women in Jamaica, what? 1 in 3 women in Jamaica give bun and give jacket? No, sorry, more than 50% of the women in Jamaica give man jacket based off the statistics. That's crazy. But that's not what we're talking about right now. I'm just saying, Oral Tracy is the type of person that is going to tell you, ladies, what time it is. So I am waiting. I don't see anything on this page as yet. I am waiting to hear from Oral Tracy in regards to the topic of the Speaker of the House disrespecting the man like that. You know, I'm waiting. Good night, Pat Dub. How you doing, love? Salute to you. I am waiting patiently to hear about that. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue.
But that Maverick call her out on this, you know. And I want the entire blogging community talk about this level of bullyism in the parliament, you know.
Andre, listen to me. I am way ahead of you, sir. Before you did this video, I mean literally before you did this video, I did my live stream. And I was talking about Juliet Holness and her piss poor behavior in the parliament. I was shocked. I had to do a live immediately. You get me? So I'm way ahead of you, my brother. Blessings to you. Blessings. Lord, that's crazy. Shout out to blessings. Blessings to blessings. But yeah, alright, let's continue, man. Hear what you say.
And this is what Mark Golding was saying from the get-go. That the wife of the leader of the government
conflict of
the
interest.
person who is in charge of the parliament.
Hi, divine! Need your divine intervention!
You remember when Mark Golding made the point that the person who is leading the parliament should not be the wife or the spouse. Now you see Jamaica, this kind of bully. Have you ever seen this level of bullying? Not even when Marissa Dalrymple Filbert, not even when Colonel Charles Jr., not Colonel, when Colonel Charles Sr. was Speaker of the House. I have never witnessed, not even when Libby Smith was Speaker of the House, we have ever seen this in the country. A Speaker of the House rule in our favor and then being subjective and being disrespectful to the people in this country. Where is the level of civility and decency in this country? Where is the level of civility and decency in this country? Imagine in Jamaica, we were talking about the Fairval issue, but this issue has taken over from the Fairval man issue. Because Fairval in truth shows gross levels of incompetence dealing with the finance portfolio. But here comes Madam Bullcow. Yeah man, Madam Bullcow. Here comes Madam N. Cause Madam N, you know, Madam Cock. Now we don't.
Oh, no.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Yo, Andre's going in, bro. Pause. Mother and Co.
Because Fairval in truth shows gross levels of incompetence dealing with the finance portfolio. But here comes Madam Bullcow. Yeah man, Madam Bullcow. Here comes Madam N. Cause Madam N, you know, Madam Cock. Now we don't have to call her Madam Cock N. Cause she operates as though it's a cock she carry Jamaica.
Oh, he said she operate like she carry a cock? Nah, bruh. Oh my God. Yo, what is going on right now? I gotta find the full clip. Nah. Andre, no sir. I gotta find the full clip. It's about, that part is about to end. I gotta find the whole live stream. What the hell is going on right now, bro? Whose mans is this? Whose mans is this? Yo! Who mans is this? Yo, Andre going in, bro. Yo, he is not taking no prisoners. Damn. Bossa. This bad. This is really, really bad. Let me find this clip because, yeah. See if I find it. Advertisement. I could open it for mute. Hey guys, please hit the like button, man. Come on now, stop playing. Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support. The like button is free, heard? Alright, so I'm gonna find the full clip.
Dysfunctional families care dysfunctional people. And why you? Where is the level of civility and decency in this country? Where is the level of civility and decency in this country? Imagine in Jamaica, we were talking about the Fairval issue, but this issue has taken over from the Fairval man issue. Because Fairval in truth shows gross levels of incompetence dealing with the finance portfolio. But here comes Madam Bullcow. Yeah man, Madam Bullcow. Here comes Madam N. Cause Madam N, you know, Madam Cock. Now we don't have to call her Madam Cock N. Cause she operates as though it's a cock she carry Jamaica. Because the way in which she operates, tell you say she's the man. See, Mr. Marsh, I can't even. Yes, Mr. Marsh, good night.
I watched Juliet. And let me tell you, I only can describe her as 3/6 of a gallon.
3/6 of a what?
3/6 of a gallon. Yeah, spell the word gallon and tell me how much letters you get.
Gallon 6.
So 3/6 would pronounce?
3/6. Me not. Where you talk about? Marshy, where you there?
3/6 of a gallon. And if it's the first 3 letters, you only left with nothing.
Hey! Marshy, oh.
The woman, you know, you talk about Jezebel. Jezebel is a Bible name.
Yes.
And the wife of King Ahab is Jezebel. And certain things what King Ahab wanted to be done, he couldn't do it, tell his wife. And you know what the wife do? Set up a murder neighbor. He gets neighbor clean.
Yes.
We can't have people like this operating our parliament. You can still have lots of people disappointed. Because I know that when people like Philip Paul, when they agree and so, they're disappointed because they never know this was going to come out.
Yes.
They never know she was going to behave like this. Right? This is...
Yo, I'm not gonna go no further, man. Man, this is overkill, bro. Man, Juliet Holness, man. Yo. Man, you better apologize, lady. Man, they are, man, you are. Juliet Holness better apologize, man. Yo, they are destroying her. Yo, yeah, this is not no 9-day wonder. I'm telling you. Worst like it's an election year. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Juliet getting all the smoke. Juliet Holness is gonna get all the smoke. All the smoke, bro. See, the video that I did with her, that I think it was like 11 o'clock last night. I put it out, or 10 o'clock. It's at almost 10,000. Well, no, it's over 9,000 views. I was surprised when I woke up. I was shocked when I woke up and saw the amount of views that was on it. I was like, what? But I posted that last night. Normally, people going to bed. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man. Hey, Juliet, yeah, you definitely did this. And you need to undo it. Show some humility. And apologize. Because I've never seen Andre this irate. And he got good reason to be. And I'm not. I love women. Let me play that audio, please. Just to be comical. You know what I'm saying? But I really do love women. You know what I'm saying?
I said I like women. Women. I said women. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I said I like women. Women. I said women.
Mr. Kimi, if you're still in the building, let me know. Man. Oh boy. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I am not going over my 2-hour mark. If I'm already over it, I'm no. Thank God. Thank God. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Hey, y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man.